It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And all eyes are on Saquon Barkley.
He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Thursday night.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Second and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll take off again. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. 3rd down coming up. They'll throw with Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Great. Delta.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Great. Set. Delta.
Now Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in
Pass
late.
interference.
He
Defense.
might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
Delta.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Again, Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this...
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. He's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. That's caught by Eckler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Come on. Hey. Quick, go.
The man in motion is Zacchaeus. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Ready.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Here's a run with Eckler. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's second and 2.
Let's go now.
Man in motion is Brown. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner.
Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And the Commanders are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. Taking up, and he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Commanders 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10.
Go! Ready?
Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 48. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get it. Check. Let's go.
Daniels now on 1st down. Next to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive 1st half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by Eckler.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Once again, it's Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. They run out of the gun with Barkley.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now he'll run. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Now Hurts on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
On 1st down, Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And he will score! Game on! Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now Barkley. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. On second down, Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.